Welcome to my channel Mintage Mysteries, where every coin has a hidden story. If you love discovering hidden treasures and uncovering coin secrets, you're in the right place. We're on a quest to solve the puzzles behind the world's most fascinating coins. From rare errors to legendary rarities, let's dive into the mysteries of numismatics. The Washington Quarter, a widely circulated coin in the United States, carries with it a rich historical background, distinctive design elements, and significant changes in composition over time. The 1990 Washington Quarter, while seemingly just another coin in the stream of everyday currency, represents the continuation of a design tradition that began nearly 6 decades earlier and reflects the evolving materials and minting technologies used by the U.S. Mint. The origins of the Washington Quarter trace back to 1932, when the United States decided to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Initially, the coin was intended as a one-year commemorative issue to replace the standing Liberty Quarter. However, the new design was well received, and it was officially adopted as the permanent design for the $quarter denomination. The man behind the design of the obverse or front of the coin was John Flanagan, an American sculptor. He used as his model a bust of George Washington created in 1786 by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon, which was regarded as one of the most accurate depictions of Washington. By 1990, the Washington Quarter retained the same fundamental design that had first been struck in 1932, but the composition of the coin had undergone significant change. From 1932 to 1964, quarters were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, with the Coinage Act of 1965, due to rising silver prices and increased coin production costs, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1990 Washington Quarter follows this post-1965 standard. It is composed of an inner core of pure copper, sandwiched between two outer layers that consist of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition gives the coin a silvery appearance while being cost-effective for mass production. The total weight of the coin is 5.67 grams, with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and a thickness of 1.75 millimeters. The edge of the coin is reeded, containing 119 reeds, which is both an aesthetic feature and a method historically used to deter coin shaving. The design of the 1990 quarter remains faithful to John Flanagan original. On the obverse, George Washington is depicted in left-facing profile. Above his head is the word Liberty, placed prominently along the upper rim. To the left, below his chin, is the national motto, "In God We Trust," a feature that has been present since the coin's inception. Centered just beneath Washington's bust is the date of mintage, 1990. Depending on the mint where the coin was produced, a small mint mark appears just to the right of the ribbon in Washington's hair. For 1990, quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints for general circulation. Those produced in Philadelphia bear the P mint mark, while those from Denver have a D mint mark. Additionally, proof coins, which are specially struck for collectors using polished blanks and dies, were produced at the San Francisco Mint and bear an S mint mark. These proof coins are not intended for circulation and exhibit a high level of detail with mirrored fields and frosted devices. The reverse of the 1990 Washington Quarter continues the eagle motif introduced in 1932. It features a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows. This imagery symbolizes strength, preparedness, and military readiness. Beneath the arrows is a pair of olive branches, signifying peace. Above the eagle are the words, "United States of America," arched along the top rim, and just below that is the Latin phrase, "E pluribus unum," meaning, "out of many, one," a traditional motto of the United States. At the bottom of the reverse side is the denomination, $quarter. Although the 1990 Washington Quarter is not considered rare, it remains of interest to collectors, especially in high-grade, uncirculated condition or as part of a complete date and mint mark collection. Circulated examples are common and hold only face value, but those that have been preserved in mint condition, particularly proofs from San Francisco, can carry a modest premium. Additionally, collectors often seek out errors or varieties that may have occurred during the minting process, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks, though none are widely reported for the 1990 quarter. Ultimately, the 1990 Washington Quarter is more than just a monetary tool. It represents the endurance of a design that has become a part of American visual culture. Though millions were minted and used in everyday transactions, each coin carries with it the legacy of the nation's founding figure, combined with the evolution of minting practices and changes in economic policy. Whether found in loose change or preserved in a collector's folder, the 1990 quarter offers a small but tangible link to America's past. The 1990 Washington quarter is generally considered a common coin, as millions were minted for everyday circulation. However, within this large population, certain examples stand out due to unique minting errors, condition, or special characteristics, which can make some 1990 quarters rare and more valuable to collectors. While the vast majority of 1990 quarters found in circulation are worth only their face value of 25 cents, collectors seek specific variants or high-grade coins that can command significantly higher prices. The first and most important factor that affects the value of a 1990 quarter is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved since their minting and show no signs of wear are considered to be in mint state. These coins are typically graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, with MS-60 and above denoting uncirculated coins. A 1990 quarter in grades MS-65 or higher, especially with strong luster, clean fields, and sharp details, can be worth several dollars or more, depending on the coin market. Coins graded MS-67 or MS-68 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are significantly more scarce and can fetch prices ranging from $50 to over $500, particularly if they have an attractive appearance or are designated as having full strike quality. Another factor that adds to the rarity and value of some 1990 quarters is the presence of mint errors. Errors occur during the production process and can take many forms, such as off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, broad strikes, or die cracks. For instance, a 1990 quarter with a major off-center strike, where part of the design is missing or misaligned due to the coin blank not being properly centered during striking, could be worth $100 or more depending on the severity and eye appeal of the error. A double die, which results from a misalignment in the die engraving process and causes a doubling of design elements such as letters or numbers, is another type of error that can attract significant interest. While no major double die varieties are commonly known for the 1990 quarter, any newly discovered examples would likely become highly sought after. Proof coins from 1990, produced at the San Francisco Mint and bearing the S mint mark, were not intended for circulation and were specially made for collectors. These coins feature a mirror-like finish and sharp, frosted design elements. Although not rare in general, 1990 S-proof quarters in perfect condition, especially those graded PR70 by a professional service, can command higher prices due to their perfection. These flawless examples can sell for $20 to $50 or more depending on market demand and population reports from grading companies. Conversely, any proof coins mistakenly released into circulation or damaged in any way lose much of their value. An additional category of rarity is the presence of transitional or experimental planchet errors, though none have been widely documented for the 1990 quarter. If a 1990 quarter were ever discovered struck on a leftover silver planchet from 1964 or earlier, or on a foreign coin blank, it would become an extraordinary rarity, potentially worth thousands of dollars. These types of errors are extremely rare and require professional authentication to verify their legitimacy. In summary, while most 1990 Washington quarters are extremely common and remain in circulation with little collector value, a small percentage stand out due to high mint state grades, striking errors, or flawless proof finishes. Collectors are willing to pay substantial premiums for these exceptional pieces, especially when certified by reputable grading agencies. For the average person, finding one of these valuable examples may seem unlikely, but every rare coin ever discovered started with someone taking a closer look at an ordinary pocket piece. If you enjoyed today's exploration, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin discoveries, and share this video with fellow collectors. And as always, keep searching for those hidden treasures in your change. You never know when you might stumble upon the next big mystery.